and we will go to Mr. Chong for 5 minutes.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Madam Jeffrey, you mentioned several times that international collaboration in research between level 4 labs in the area of human pathogens and viruses is important. So my question is asked in that context. The named research organizations list that Public Safety has put out, developed by Public Safety, does not include the Wuhan Institute of Virology. That list, though, does state that institutions that are not on the list may still pose a risk, and that different entities within the Government of Canada are to take that risk and assess it, even though institutions like the Wuhan Institute of Virology may not be on the list. And so my question is, the Minister of Health had, I think, previously said that there was collaboration going on between entities in the PRC and the National Microbiology Laboratory, and then later said that there wasn't any collaboration going on. So my simple question is, can you confirm that there is no ongoing collaboration, either in terms of transfers of information or materials, between the lab in Winnipeg and any entities in the People's Republic of China, including the Wuhan Institute of Virology?
Thank you, Mr. Chair, for the question. I can confirm that there are no, since this collaboration that we've been speaking of today was ended, there is no collaboration with the government of China or institutes in China on issues related to the lab or any others. Minister Holland was referring to the fact that we continue to participate in UN and other multilateral bodies where it's possible that there could be representatives of the government of China present, but there is no bilateral cooperation or collaboration agreements now.
Okay,
Mr.
thank
Chong,
you.
I'm going to just stop the clock. Mr. Villemure lost connection, and we're just getting him back on, so
Sure.
we'll just suspend for a moment.
Thank you.
We are back. We're still trying to connect with Mr. Villemure. We'll do our best, but in the meantime, the business must proceed. Mr. Chong, you have 2 minutes, 42 seconds.
Yeah, thank you, Mr. Chair. My question is for the Deputy Minister of Health. As I mentioned in my opening remarks, we're trying to understand why it took 10 months for the lab to be secured. And so my question is, when did the Deputy Minister of Health first become aware of the issues in the Winnipeg Lab? Was it in 2018 or 2019?
Mr. Chair, I assumed my role at Health Canada at the beginning of September 2019. I don't have specific information pertaining to my predecessor being informed, but I would assume he would have been informed at key junctures by the President of the Public Health Agency at that time.
Could you get back to the committee with that information? Because it's material.
Yes.
Thank you. Madam Jeffrey, you mentioned several times in your opening remarks and otherwise that you refer to processes that have been put in place that are broad-based, not related to any specific individuals, that your security posture and policies have been strengthened and adapted, and that specific personnel security measures have been updated. Could you tell us a little bit about what exactly those processes, those policies, those postures, those measures are?
Yes, Mr. Chair, thank you for the question. I'm happy to speak specifically about some of the policies. For obvious reasons, the details of operational physical security measures we won't speak to. But I would point to, for example, the review of all collaboration agreements by a science security committee in addition to the investigators and the lab management. I would point to enhanced compliance monitoring from our security branch, as well as via partnerships with our security and law enforcement agencies. I would point to the mandatory requirement for not just conflict of interest, but affiliation declarations, and the access control systems, the new student policies that require appropriate clearances and.
Time
Have
has
any of these?
expired, Mr. Chong. Sorry.
Okay.
There will be further opportunities. I think we have
Thank
quite a
you.
bit of time left.